During the recent earnings call for Warner Bros. Discovery, CEO David Zaslav announced that they will revisit Middle-earth with Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, and Philippa Boyens producing 2 movies, aiming for a 2026 release, with Andy Serkis directing and starring in Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we need to talk about Rings of Power here. This is a show that ever since debuted its first teaser trailer was faced with harsh backlash ratioed over the social media until the season was released back in September 2022, and the reality was there. Season 1 was so badly received that resulted in review bombing, and Amazon had to shut down reviews on both IMDb and Prime Video apps. So the audience didn't like it, including yours truly, that I don't know where to start. Do I start with the underwhelming script that is so lacking?
There is a tempest in me.
Or do I start with the wokeness, the identity politics, and the feminism that is embodied in Galadriel? This is not the Galadriel, the enchantress, the beautiful, graceful, elven queen that we loved. No, this is a warrior, that happens to be a badass, and she teaches men actually to fight. This is not the Galadriel that I know. Or the diversity, the push of the diversity and the race swaps, with the race swaps of one of the elves into a darker skinned person, or the race swap of one of the dwarves, the dwarven princess. I even forgot her name. Or do I start with just not respecting the source material? That is so underwhelming. That actually made me hate the show. The question of having a second or even multiple seasons depends on the viewership and on the retention rate of a season. Looking at the retention rate for season 1 domestically, it is around 37%, 40% internationally, and quite honestly, that is not enough to greenlight a second or even a third season. But let me give you the reality. This has the plans for not 1, not 2, but 5 seasons.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Let's talk about the production of season 2. Now, season 2 has faced a bit of a challenge last year during its principal photography, something that they did not see coming. The writers went on strike in May 2023. So Rings of Power had to continue the production without its writers. Regardless of that, it continued, and they were so lucky that the principal photography wrapped before the actors' strike at July 2023. Which ponders the question, if this production of Rings of Power had no writers because of the strike, is it a pro or is it a con? I think I'll let the trailer answer it for us.
An evil, ancient and powerful, has returned.
Why is it so dark?
Prepare yourselves.
The worms his way inside your mind. The crest of him slithers in.
I think he has been here. I think he's been here among us all along.
What? Would it?
Every soul in Middle-earth is in peril.
It's so dark. What? What is wrong with the wigs? Something is not right about Sauron's wig. And it's very dark and the sound is not clear. And we got a release date. That's August 29th. If I recall correctly, that's 2.5 months after House of the Dragon. We'll see about that. I'm sorry, I didn't like this. Let me know down below what you think.